Focus on characteristics. Each country and rural area must focus on its own unique characteristics, which will enable it to become more innovative and competitive. All the above issues constitute fundamental principles, as each place is indeed unique, consequently diversified, and must be considered as an essential part of the specific procedure which has to be developed within a framework, both European and national. This will enable them to ensure possible funding from both national and European funding, hence enabling them to invest in infrastructure in order to become more competitive. And the examples are medical conference tourism. This refers to the attraction of professionals in the medical sector and can potentially provide the rural areas with a great degree of diversification, as it can attract scientists from different countries and contribute to the local rural economies and promote the gastronomy of the area. The development of medical conference tourism is enjoying a healthy development during the last 2 decades, as an increased number of scientists are involved in research and development, and they also acquire further training and knowledge regarding the development in their field. The religious tourism refers to the attraction of a specific group of people that believe in a specific religion. Provided that the religions such as Christianism, Muslim, Hindu, and Buddhism attract the majority of the world's population, coupled with the extensive culture that goes along with these religions, their development can have a significant impact on rural areas, which creates an opportunity for the gastronomy of the area to be discovered. The need for reaching this market is self-evident and can provide the rural areas with a serious competitive advantage in order to effectively attract a number of new visitors in their areas. Environmental tourism. This form of tourism refers to the attraction of a niche market that are focused on developing activities that will clearly focus on protecting the environment. This can potentially include the implementation of voluntary work. An increasing number of people across the globe are aware of the need to protect the environment, and they feel socially responsible towards the specific issue. The attraction of people from this segment requires the development of very specific policies that will be based on scientific issues and will be able to attract these people, which are usually well educated, and they will understand the need to promote local gastronomy as part of the environmental protection. Cultural tourism. The culture can become a powerful tool for each country, and the universality of the form of tourism constitutes a commonly accepted issue. Differences between regions, countries, even areas within the same countries is something that constitutes a reality. Provided that this identification prevails to a great extent, the need for each country to focus on the development of the appropriate strategies is essential in order to assure that they can take advantage of the opportunities provided to promote the culinary peculiarities and the gastronomical specialities of each area. However, at the same time, rural areas must be aware of the fact that they have to compete with a large number of countries as well as other regions in their home country. Sports tourism. Sports tourism has also experienced a massive development during the past 2 decades, as the focus of an increasing percentage of people in leading a healthy lifestyle has provided the opportunity to several countries to develop a series of events towards this direction. Rural areas possess specific advantages, such as the nature, which enables the development of sports such as marathons and cycling routes. However, developing the appropriate facilities that will attract the athletes constitutes a prerequisite towards this direction. The cooperation with athletic clubs is another essential element for focusing on such forms of tourism. The sports tourism can be an opportunity to promote the local cuisine and knowledge about local gastronomy. Unit 3. Public and private partnership for sustainable rural tourism development. The smooth cooperation and partnership between both the public and the private sector is evaluated as a vital element for the successful development of a sustainable strategy in the tourism sector. The very nature of tourism requires this cooperation due to inability of both parties involved to allocate the appropriate infrastructure and resources that will ensure innovation and sustainability, an issue that has historical value and managed to contribute in several countries. In general, three major drivers apply to the efficient development of public-private partnership. These drivers refer to leadership that ensures that public-private partnership will be run under the authority of an effective leader that will provide all participants with the appropriate motives and incentives in order to implement innovation that is vital for the rural tourism. In addition, leadership can provide the needed clarity of objectives, drive the impetus business focus, and much needed accountability. The incentives can be identified in many levels for both the public and private sectors, and possibly lack of such incentives can lead to negative impact. That will drive the strategy of track. The need for public-private partnership and the leadership is to ensure that the acquisition of the appropriate financial resources shall not play a negative role and will become an effective tool towards the successful implementation for rural areas in this essential. Despite that there are obvious benefits from the cooperation between the private and public sectors, that does not under any circumstances mean that this cooperation comes without any problems. Therefore, these problems must be clearly identified and evaluated in order to ensure that they will be effectively confronted before becoming a threat to the overall partnership. And here I have some examples from Cyprus. One is the Cyprus Sustainable Tourism Initiative. It's an NGO with members that are the Cypriot NGOs, the Deputy Ministry of Tourism, and travel agents. And this initiative is actually doing a lot of work in attracting tourism for areas that have never been touristic. Also is the Cyprus Agrotourism Company, that is a non-profit limited company under the Deputy Ministry of Tourism. Again, it's a partnership between the government and the stakeholders, the agrotouristic units, and promotes the enterprises in the rural areas of Cyprus. This promotion is mainly within the country of Cyprus, but it's very successful. Unit 4. Here I have